What's up, everyone? It's your host with the most, not Space Ghost, but we still tell our stories coast to coast. I'm your host, Tut, and welcome back to the Tomb. We are coming to you from all the way up north, where the cold sets in quick, and the Ben and Jerry's is stacked high until it makes you sick, Vermont. This is our new location, whoop whoop, in Norwich University, Vermont, on Norwich University's campus in the upperclassmen dorms. Ooh, we love the ranch. We out here in Ransom, everybody. Coming to you live from 505. No Arctic Monkey, though. No Arctic Monkey. I'm with my mans Morris and the lovely Magoulas. After hours.
What's good with the game? My name is Morris, but the fam call me Timbo because I talk my shit high, but I keep it on the low, you know? Hey, one thing about me is I'll make you laugh, but I'll never make you cry. I might tell a joke or two, but I'll never tell you a lie.
Ooh, get into it.
Yes, sir.
Hey, see now, I definitely will make a motherfucker cry. I almost cried on the pod the other day. We didn't cry. Magoulas, do you have any lovely words to say?
All I gotta say is my name is Magoulas. Most people know me as Vanessa. If you're not from here, I'm gonna keep it real with you. That's it.
That's facts.
Don't look at me. I just realized my fucking fans are like blowing right behind me. Don't get me wrong, it feels amazing.
Damn.
Shit, it's never that deep. What's the name? As I always say, everyone, I hope that this is a long-standing podcast where people of all backgrounds can feel comfortable in listening and also interacting. This is one of those episodes where quite literally anyone could come in at any time. It's not really something where it's like it's a secluded thing, and most of the episodes is this way, but not to this degree. This episode is going to be serious, but not so serious that it's going to hinder anything. We're talking about some truly funny stuff, I'm not going to lie to you, and we're talking about our experiences we'll get to that in a little bit. So, as I said before, this is a long-standing podcast, yada, yada, yada. Everyone, love this, love me, love y'all. We getting into it. We are going into the next topic. Drum roll, please. The next topic is... such a strong title, I'm not gonna lie to you. When I thought of it, I'm not gonna lie to you, it was something that was just something funny at first. I didn't really think of it too much. It was kind of just something that just sat on my head. Because it was like, when I went into it, it was like, yeah, no. Like, Norwich kind of changed me a lot more than I expected. Like, once I actually did a rundown of like what I did, which I'll explain more later. But some of the subtopics that we're going into is pretty much how the Corps of Cadets... What's up, gang? As I said, anyone can show up. Yo, throw me my son. Hey! Oh yeah, Sasha's here. And my mans is here. We getting it in. Fuck around. I don't know if you'll be in the frame, but... What's the name? I think you should be... Just get closer to Morris. Yeah, I think you should be fine right there. Also, this is Sasha. Sasha's been here with us for a while. Yeah. Sasha no Malia. Fuck around. Fuck around. What's the name? So some of the subtopics that we're going into is how the Corps of Cadets affected your life. How being an athlete at this university changed you. Honestly, if there's any enlisted members in here that could speak to it. One of the things that we'll be going into is also how the civilian life like altered like the way you like look at the world at this university, because so the way Norwich is set up, it's like it's split but integrated, and we have civilian life and we have the Corps of Cadets life, where everyone has the opportunity to experience new things and be a part of the world, but in different type of sections of the world. So as stated before, I'm going down the list of stuff. Receiving contracts at our university, enlisting here while you're in school, enlisting before school, coming into the school as an officer, which does happen sometimes. Some people come from programs where they can do 2-year programs and they come here, but we can go into that more in depth with people that are in that type of situation. That was scary. What's the name? So coming into the school, like personally and experiencing like new things, yada, yada, yada. Pretty much the idea of loving to hate things. One of the things at Norwich that you begin to realize is that you'll love the school, but you'll hate
the fuck out of that shit.
Yes, you'll hate the entire process of being at this school, but you'll miss it when it's gone.
You bond over the fact that people love to hate this place.
Yep.
We suffer.
What's
What's the name? So we are grazing alcoholism. We're not hitting it heavily. We are grazing it.
What's alcohol? I don't know what you're talking about.
This is
It's a
a
hobby.
this is a dry campus.
It's a sport.
Very.
At other schools, of course, not here.
But there are such thing as alcoholism, and there's such thing as an alcoholic. So we will be grazing it slightly, not too crazy.
Well, one thing it is, this is the wettest dry campus you'll ever be in your life.
Okay.
You look out the window, you'll see the waves. Don't worry about it.
That's like a saying, right? It doesn't mean it's true. It doesn't mean it's not true.
No, it's 100% true.
Let's just say, well, you'll be floating, but you will drown. Just say that, you know what I'm saying?
Oh Lord.
That's what I'm saying, man.
So just going down the list again, yada yada yada. Life as a rook. I don't know if we're allowed to speak on that.
I mean, we're allowed to speak on
The
it, you know, the basic stuff, you know.
Okay.
So, you know, it was a hard thing to do, but, you know, you just got to push through. You'll see a lot of people, you know, quit. And some for the right reasons, some for the wrong reasons, but, you know, you just got to, you know, be that one that sticks it out, you know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
I feel like it's like a physical form of like an ego death, you know? Because we come into Norwich thinking like, oh, we were just seniors, like we're the shit, you know? We kind of own something. That's if you peaked in high school a little bit, but you kind of get humbled pretty quickly, and then you just like your ego just like goes down.
I feel like.
Very humbling thing.
Whoa, everybody. We're still going down the topics, young.
Oh shit.
We just went in. I'm like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Boom. Yeah, no, what's the name? It's fucking.
Speak my mind, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm like, hey, go on. We're just going to keep going down the list. Tips and tricks. My God, I almost messed that up. Tips and tricks, relationship with faculty, relationships in general, friendships on this campus. Yeesh. Experiencing like the place you're at rather than just like the small area that we're in. So the way Norwich is set up is like we kind of live in a mountain, not like West Point, but like we live in a valley of a mountain.
In the middle of goddamn nowhere.
Yes. And one of the things that like I emphasize is like quite literally like making sure that you like experience the state, because like you could honestly I understand like some people like you could hate this state. Like if you don't experience it, you're not gonna enjoy it. But the way I've like spent the time to try to like understand the state, try to get a better grasp of everything that's going on, it made it so that I could actually enjoy myself here. And what's the name? The last two things is pretty much going into specialty units and being black at a PWI. Yeah, no, I had to throw that in because I was like,
yes, sir. That's my topic right there.
Yeah, what's the name? We're about to, honestly, with this incoming rook class and some of the freshmen that I've seen, I'm not going to lie to you, Norwich University is 2 steps away from being Chocolate City.
Why did you say it like that?
But hey, look.
Am I wrong though?
You're not wrong. Hey, look. It's gonna be.
No, it's a good amount, like a really good amount. Is there about like 40? I'd say.
Fuck, I used to make jokes like saying that like this fucking school had like one or two fucking African Americans on it,
Yeah.
and then it's like
And then it's our class. It's like, then it's like 7, 8, 9. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now it's like 30, 40.
God damn.
Yeah, no, we're like sparked right now, and it's
And these
honestly
white folks
amazing.
are pissed off.
Dude,
White
PNCU
folks
has
are-
like 75 people.
Yeah, we got 75
insane.
sign-ups for the Black Student
Mind
Union.
if
Ooh.
I feel like the state, especially like
You can plug it.
diversity
No, I
is
said it
not
behind the frame.
Yeah,
a thing that
you
they
should be
like
fine,
to
I think.
see
Word,
in the
yeah.
state. But
Hey, look, this state might be blue, but have
Nah,
in
this
mind,
area.
you in the red state, you in the red area. You know what I'm saying? It might be a blue state. But
Hey,
you
I
are-
was
you are in
happy
the
that
red
I
area.
saw 3 people at Walmart that were black. I was so happy. I was like, oh my god, where are these people coming from?
That's what I'm saying, man.
Black people live in Vermont.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. But we're gonna get into the actual questions now. Yeah, no, we've just been rambling. I'm not gonna lie to you, but this is something we do on a normal basis. So I'm not gonna lie to you. This is funny. One of the things that I wanted to go into pretty much is how you observed like different worlds, like civilian and military life, and intersecting and like the influences and stuff like that regarding your mental health and like challenges and coping mechanisms that you've created to get through this type of process.
Anybody want to go on that topic with that mental health before I start? You know what I'm saying? All right, so there's been a lot of hardships in my life, but one thing I can always say is you want to laugh at everything. Laugh as much as you can. Laughter is life. If you don't have laughter, you don't have life. If you don't have life, you are dead. That means you have a dead soul. You need to laugh all the time. Laugh as much as you can. Create that, that natural dopamine in your head. You know what I'm saying? That's something you got to do all the time. Just if you can't laugh, then make people laugh. If you make people laugh, that gives a good feeling on you. Affect people's lives in a good way. Don't do it in a bad way. Because God knows I did it in a bad way one time. That shit did not end well.
I feel like it depends on how you were raised. Like, I was raised with, like, mental health not exactly being a priority, but it was there regardless. We felt emotions and stuff. It's like, you feel. With the civilian life, I'd say, growing up in the civilian life, I didn't grow up in the military until I did J-Rot in high school, but, with civilian life, it's just like every day, here you go. Sometimes you care about your emotions, sometimes you don't. And then, you're up, you're down. It's normal, I guess. But for like a military setting, it's a lot tougher. So there's a lot more like pushing you to like bring your mental health down or pushing you to like not focus on your mental health. It's up to you to combat that feeling or that voice in your head telling you, oh, just push, just like push it down, just like don't think about it. And that's like kind of a mindset that a lot of people in the military have, whether it's like male or female or any type of gender. It's just like, forget about it, push it down, don't talk about it, and that's like a stigma that's being like more and more frequent in the military. Is just like, don't deal with it. I feel like with civilian life, you're more likely to deal with it because at some point you're going to reach a breaking point, right? But with the military, you're always doing something, so you can't reach a breaking point per se unless you're catching on to these habits that are showing you, oh, this isn't right, and you just have to remind yourself that there's always a better place for your mind to be.
Indeed.
The way I kind of see it is like, looking at a military college in general, like for the kids that are in the military like area of the school, you're already dealing with so many stressors, like you guys both touched on that. But I think the other thing too is like so many kids on like the military side are so scared of like losing their contracts and their scholarships that instead of speaking up and actually being like, yo, I got a problem, they're like, no, I don't want to lose like my scholarship, I don't want to lose my contract, like this is my dream, whatever. And like the civilians, even though they're civilians, like we're literally in the middle of nowhere. And like there's not a lot of support. Like, yeah, we have like a certain center you can go and talk to, whatever, but at the end of the day, like there's not much to do, and like slowly but surely like your thoughts start to become your actions, and next thing you know, you're in a room by yourself with no light coming in from outside, and you feel like you have no one else to reach out to. So I feel like it's important to like spread a lot of awareness on it, because like you were just saying, like there's a stigma where it's like you got to keep quiet about it just because it's like mental and nobody's gonna understand, when in reality a lot more people deal with it than a lot of people that don't. So
That's that censorship right there. There's there's certain things that happens on this campus that you wish that didn't happen. So like for me, for like as a black student at Norwich in the Corps of Cadets, when there's not a lot of people that look like you, I would say the worst time to be on this campus is Black History Month. Black History Month is, the average Black History Month for a normal person is, to celebrate your blackness, basically. Celebrate your culture, how far you've come, how far you got to go, and one thing people don't realize is when they're talking, like white folks, it's like what I'm saying, and the racism and the systemic racism on this campus, the silence racism, they don't think it's racism, but it's, it's still racism, one incident that happened on this campus, it was surprising. It was the alumni and students too. We took a trip to DC for the Harold Doc Martin Foundation for the scholarship. So we had a benefit dinner, and our photos were posted on the Norwich page. And when I tell you those white folks raised hell about seeing faces that don't look like them, have you mind, as a black man living in America, before, people tend to be the so-called woke, you don't see a lot of faces that look like you, and you're used to that. You're always seeing the stereotypical white hero, and that's what Norwich's problem is. I'm guarantee you every cadet you see on this campus, whenever you say Vermont, first of all, Vermont does not exist to anybody that if you don't live on the Midwest if you live in the Midwest and the West Coast, you don't know what Vermont is. If you're from Massachusetts, you know what it is, but it's filled with white folks. We're just gonna keep it blunt, and you see black people in Vermont, white state. Have you mind when I did some research on, I was doing some off-topic research, and I came across this population rate, and the population rate is 97% white in Vermont, 2% Latino, 2-point-something% Latino, a couple of percentage of Asians, and the black population for Vermont is 1.6%. Now, that is very unbelievable given the fact that, now, have you mind, in America, black people make up, 25% of the population in the United States, and then you're in Vermont, and you barely see no one looks like you. So, what I'm saying? It kind of, sets out a dilemma of, your identity. Your identity gets stripped away from you, especially as a rook. Going back to that subject on campus, as a rook, your identity, you are a recruit. There's no I, you have no pronouns. Everybody's the same. But with that being said, it's always that one person that, takes it a little too far, y'all know what I'm saying. And so, but let me get back to this topic on, so I just gave you the gist. Let me get back to this topic. I'm getting off topic.
Let me drop a little nugget on
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Get a little too deep, but
we'll speak more on it another day.
Incident on was an incident that happened on Black History Month last year, where our photos were posted. We didn't think anything of it. We thought it would be supportive because it was for Norwich.
I was very mad about how late it was.
Yeah, it was very late.
It was at the end of the month. Honestly, I remember that.
February 30th.
It was February 30th. I was sitting there. I was like, why is this so late?
Yeah, February 30th. You know what that means? Ain't no such thing as February 30th. It's March. You know what I'm saying? It's out of Black History Month. But, it hurt, the comments that we seen on that. But the one thing that stuck out to me the most, and it made me realize that, you're still a minority on this campus. One of those comments that said on the Facebook page, it's been taken down, but I'm pretty sure a couple of people have seen that. It says, who let let the black boys be the face of Norwich? Who let the black kids be the face of Norwich?
Somebody said that?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Look, hey, it was, a lot more. It was a lot more than that, but that's the one that stuck out to me the most. That means, like, that told me, like, hey, you might be doing a great thing, but still know your place, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, what's the name? My mother actually had a conversation with me the other day, and it really sparked, like, a really interesting topic that, like, I wanted to really, like, discuss on here, like, pretty much being black at the PWI, but, like, being black at this school is a whole nother thing. But one of the things was literally the fact that, like, we don't have a lot of people that look like us, and we could say are, like, role models for us. And, like, that's why, like, I wanted to, like, try to, like, go as cadre or as PLs and stuff like that. But it's, like, by now, like, it was already too late. Like, I honestly felt as though it was disrespectful that I didn't, step up to the plate. Because, like, don't get me wrong, I am doing a lot. Doing 2 sports, work, study, all that stuff. But it's like, I still felt as though I could do more.
Right. That's right, yeah.
And, I know that we want to, like, delve heavy into this topic, but we can literally make an episode devoted to this. And not even just this, but literally, if you want to, we can probably go into Norwich's stew, because they have one, like a radio show, like, area, and we can do a BSU thing.
Yeah.
And we have all the heads in there, and everybody having their moment to speak on that.
Right.
I found a comment. Well, not the comment, but I found a comment that says, "Okay, fellow drill teamer." It's a picture of Kadisha, posted, one of our president of BSU currently, and like our friend. It says, "Drill teamer, read NU. Props on your accomplishments, but it is American history." And this is liked by the author. This is liked by the school's page.
Now, that can mean one out of two things. Now, it can be played up both ways. Now, with that topic being said, what that comment means, it's American history, not black history. You know, black history is American history. Don't get me wrong. Our backs were broken on this, on this country. A lot of people, they get the word patriot a different way. They take it the wrong way. I like the word patriot, but a lot of people in this country don't know what the word patriot means. You bleed for this country. You give your part to this country. Now, a lot of people don't know a man by the name of Christmas Addicts. I don't know, the Boston Massacre, right, in 1770 something. Mm-hmm. He was one of the first people to die for the United States of America, and is a black man, but the school system tries their very best to hide these things, But now, to me, that's a patriot. A lot of people don't know, like, the first thing it is the patriotism is learning what? American history. Mm-hmm. So, when you don't know that history and you skip that part, if you skip every single part, you're not learning American history, you're learning the white man's history, you know what I'm saying? So,
peep game.
If you're
American history without the black people
it's not American history. That's white man's history, you know what I'm saying?
It's just a story that you're telling. It's like when you tell someone a story and you leave out bits of the story.
Yeah,
it's just a story.
A little, what's it called? A little
it's
white lie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
White lie. That's the name. Hey, look, like I said in the beginning, I always tell you a joke, but I'll never tell you a lie.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. We will devote at least a whole 2-part thing.
Put in play with words and everything.
We can definitely devote, like, real time to this. I don't know when, but, like, we can.
Yeah, we got.
If you want to, if you really want to. Yeah. Like, we didn't even finish question 1.
Hey, look, I told you I was gonna get you.
I need to at least do, like, 5. No, it's fine. This happens all the time. It's just it normally divulges into something absolutely, like, rambunctious. Like, I'll talk about sandwiches.
Rambunctious.
But what's the name? Next question.
Yeah, go ahead.
She's like, I'm just done talking anyway.
Yeah, I'm done. Yes.
Next question.
Hey, but hey, you know, they don't know, but we do. You know what We do.
Are you still going?
We do.
Just give me.
Period. Let me flip that thing over.
Yeah.
What's the name? Could you share your experiences on how like being here as a cadet and as a rook impacted your life and your emotions and like how you see things?
Shit.
For the better and for the worse, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, for the better and worse. You know, there's a lot of things that happened during rookdom that gave me hope and shot me down. I ain't gonna lie to you. I came here, first of all, go back to the jump of when I first came to Norwich, or when I first got accepted. Now, when I was in high school, I was a two-time All-American for wrestling. And, you know, I got all these offers. Now, Norwich stood out to me because I always wanted to be in the Marine Corps and I wanted to wrestle at the same time. Now, I didn't see any other school that would give me that opportunity. Signed up for the Naval Academy, didn't get accepted. I got accepted into West Point, but, you know, I didn't want to go Army. So I kept looking through my offers. Got a couple of HBCU offers I was looking at. I thought I was confident I was going to go to that HBCU, FAMU, Allen University, stuff like that. But one offer that stuck out to me was Norwich. Now, have you in mind, I did not look at the black population rate over here, so that was out of the question. But I got accepted. That's what I wanted to do. Norwich offered it to me. I said, hey, I'll take it.
All right, let me say something though. This man got offered Penn State, and he chose Norwich.
Bro,
oh my God, I'm always gonna clown you for that decision.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. Hey, I'm in the same boat. I got a full ride to go to Howard.
You see what I'm saying, bro?
That's
You see what I'm saying?
That's even worse.
You see what I'm saying, bro?
I got an offer to go to Howard and Embry-Riddle. I got the look.
That's even worse.
I'm not
I
gonna
don't
lie.
understand that. Like,
Okay.
how do you, like, this school is not even hard to get into,
So-
and you get
Right.
accepted into like these top schools. You're like, you know what?
You're
I
like,
think Norwich.
So the thing was,
The school
okay,
in the middle
so
of nowhere sounds great
So
to me.
like I can actually like go deeper into like what happened regarding that and like what brought me here. What ended up bringing me here was I originally was supposed to go to Coast Guard. That was full ride. I knew I wanted to be a Coast Guardian.
Academy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was gonna do drug interdiction and all that. Like I was gonna be a helo. I was gonna fly to helicopters. That was my thing. I wanted to do that. Like I literally I dedicated at least a year before, like actually like even trying to like the application to like trying to learn random stuff. Like for some apparent reason I know way too much about architecture and like room fitting and stuff like that. I learned like how to like fill a room really well. Like, don't get me wrong, this is a lot of space, but like if you like saw my room last year, you'd understand how much like stuff I really had in there for like that small space. But I wanted to join the Coast Guard. I was trying to do the Coast Guard Academy. I've mentioned this before on the pod, but I don't think I've actually like delved into it. And I went to the Naval County Prep School, yada yada yada. You already know that. I struggled there deeply, very depressed, very sad. And something that I like am very, very serious about now is like taking the opportunity to do therapy and like actually being able to like have time to like sit down with like counselors and stuff like that. Like don't get me wrong, like a good friend that's really good at speaking like that and like hearing you out is cool and all, but I would try to get professional opinions. And one day we will get that on the pod. But what I would say is like getting the professional opinions and like actually being able to divulge my information, my emotions to them definitely helped me, but it helped me a little too late. I was that kid when I first went into that school where it was like I was just going to struggle. I was going to suffer. Because it was like I knew that if I can do it by myself, I can get it done. And it's the same thing here sometimes, where I'll sit down and be like, yeah, no, I can do this on my own. I got this. And you can't. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. It's better to just go get help, no matter where you go. Even if it's regarding mental health, it's regarding your homework, it's regarding sports, somebody's probably got the knowledge or the skills to help you out. But let me continue. But yeah, as I said, like I struggled at NAPS and I didn't do so hot. And academically, I was towards the bottom of the totem pole. Let's just say that. And it stopped me from going to the Coast Guard Academy. They gave me the opportunity to like go to like a primary, like what's the name, community college, to like get those credits. But it was like at that point I was like, I don't even have the bread to do that. Like, don't get me wrong, I would love to still be a Coast Guardian, but there are more important things to go for. Like, we on the Navy now, let's go. Yeah, no,
Go Navy, be Army.
yeah, what's the name? So I did pick up contract and scholarship with the Naval Department at our school. I'm super happy about it, to be honest. There's not really much to say about it yet because I haven't signed any papers yet, but I'm greatly happy about it. I think I mentioned it on the last episode how like I was really, really stressed out about getting it, but we did get it. I found out that I got it in the dentist. I didn't even check my email because I was scared as hell that I wasn't gonna get it, and somebody texted me, they were like, "Yo, check your financial aid." I like did not even check your email. Check your financial aid. I was like, all right, I'll check it. I saw that scholarship thing, and I was like, oh damn, I'm him. Cause honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. If you knew me, I think second semester of Norwich University, I was not thinking I was gonna get that. Like I did really bad in a class that I thought like I was gonna do decent in. Like I was set back by a lot because of not knowing knowledge and stuff like that, and tying back into like being an African American at this school, and then I'm gonna step back away from it. As I said before, we don't really have a lot of role models, and we don't have people to say like the knowledge and like all the information, because like one of the things that was brought up to me when I was younger was that there are all these opportunities in this world, but who's willing to tell you about them?
Right. That's right.
And that's where we're supposed to step in.
Exactly.
That's where we're supposed to be like, yeah, nah, this is us. This is what we do. So like one of the things that I'm like really, really advocating for is like doing day in the lives. Like quite literally, I want you to like record like one kid. Like we get the little traveling mic, fuck around. I might do it tomorrow. For our first,
Hey, stop right quick.
just doing a day.
Want
Just
to be
do
on my podcast?
Want to be on my podcast right
I know
quick?
you're not recognized yet, but
But, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Put
no.
that on. Don't let the cadre see it. Like, here we go.
Yeah, no. Just doing like a day in a life.
Bro,
Like,
relax. Don't greet me. Get your little weird ass out of here, bro. Never mind, bro.
just like doing a small day in a life.
If
Something to
anything, we
like
can make it
understand.
a work. Like, not even a work study, like an undergraduate research type of thing. That'd be
Right.
super cool.
Mm.
I'd be down for it.
Honestly, I could do that for my what's the name? For my
isn't there like a
then
research
you
of
have a
social
reason.
science or some shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you
Get
have
a new
There's
fucking
actually
minor.
there's a class, racial cultural minorities.
I'm in that. I used to be in that class.
I was in that class last
At Jones
semester.
Serious or is
Okay, but
BS?
Brucking?
Okay, but did you go
Nah.
to the class?
Lee.
Yes, I went to the class.
It was actually really
I had an A in that
interesting.
class. I
Yeah.
had an A in that class.
I had Lee.
A question
Oh,
was, so when I hear classes regarding like African American studies and stuff like that, was it bullshit or was it real?
Well,
I'm
my
not
team,
gonna lie. Oh, well,
No, go ahead.
okay, so Roland Bruckin, one of the most realest guys you will meet on this campus.
Is he
He's
black?
white. He's white.
Okay.
So he's the dude that came into BSU, letting us know. Remember, he talked about how the KKK is still on campus. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the realest professors I ever met on this campus. Like when it comes to race, you know, hey, that man, he might not look it, but y'all better pick up what he's putting down. You know what I'm saying?
He won for the culture. He won for the culture.
bro. He's on the team, bro. You know, that's Mark. You know what I'm saying?
bro,
We
uses
rocking with Mark because Mark is
government name.
rocking with us. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's one real dude. That's one real dude. I remember he had the race, gender, and equality class, and you know, I remember after class we stayed in that classroom and talked for like 3 to 4 hours talking about this program, about taking all the old black alumni cadets and talking about their experiences on the Norwich campus. Because here's the thing with here's another, you know, the same topic when it comes to censorship on this campus. You know, there's a lot of things that you're not allowed to talk about, or it's just the fear. You know, cadets on this campus, you know, piggyback off what you said, Tut.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they fear about losing their scholarships and stuff like that. They fear about losing. You ain't got. You
That
ain't.
wasn't him. That was
Oh, my fault,
No,
Vanessa.
you're
but-
good.
Lock in, bro.
My bad. I'm trying to lock in. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Thanks for
For
giving me
real.
credit, boy. I appreciate you.
my mind's at the touchdown, but I'm still at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, no, we give credit to our women here. Whoop whoop.
That's right. But
Put some
anyway,
respect on her name.
that's facts, my fault.
Period.
Slay. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, we had a 4-hour conversation about, you know, the black alumni because they fear of losing. And the fact is, they already graduated. What do you have to lose? And on this campus, they give so little, but you've been here so long, you gave so much of your time that you're afraid it's just going to be swiped away. So you just keep your mouth shut. But the problem is, they don't open their mouths when they leave this, you know, when they leave this place, when they leave Norwich University. And so what Professor Brucken was talking about was getting all the African American alumni to talk about their experiences, what they really went through, not the bullshit, you know, they talk about, oh, you know, we all went through the same thing. I guarantee you back then it was harder for the African Americans, it was harder for the minorities than it is now. Don't get me wrong, every rookdom is different, but I guarantee you, if you were like the class, let's just say of 1960 something, 1950, you were a black cadet on this campus, I guarantee you it was always that one, you know, upperclassman, always that one cadre. Hey, it could be one of your peers.
Wasn't there like a whole, sorry to interrupt, but wasn't there like a whole secret society? Like
Yeah,
the Night Riders?
The Night Riders,
Yeah.
the Ku Klux Klan.
Yeah.
And let me let you in on a little known fact. Now, you know the Cadets Creed, right? Who was the
I don't remember that show.
you don't remember what was the name of the dude that wrote the Cadets Creed? K.R.B. Flint, right?
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
what you don't know, he was a professor at UVM, but that time gap. Now, going into a little bit of research, what we found in the, you know, the archives of Norwich University, it's like facts that, you know, there was, during his time that he was here, you know, and if you see the comics of the Night Riders, they have the hoods, you know what I'm saying? And one of those hoods are still in the archives. You can go down there and like look at it. Now, what people don't know, that's the Klan hood. That's the Klan mask.
Ooh. They thought they was cooking with that one.
This
They thought they was cooking with that one. I'm like, hold on, dog. This is real serious.
That's some serious.
We really gonna talk about this shit on the pod.
You
That's what I'm
guys-
saying, bro.
There's like a whole story about it because a kid wrote in his diary about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And like,
Oh yeah,
they-
no,
they used
bro.
to
We gotta,
come
we
into
gotta,
kids'
we
rooms
we are gonna
with
bookmark
the
this,
hoods on,
and I really
and they
want to
used
talk
take them and
about
bring them
this.
into the
Yeah.
tunnels.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now it's like a you know, the Pat Conroy book. I'm pretty sure every cadet, every Corps cadet student has seen this movie. It's called The Lords of Discipline.
Yes.
You know, Pat
Oh.
Conroy. You know, what people don't
I'ma
know,
watch it
they
as soon as
might they might say it's not based off of, you know, it's not real.
It 100%
That one
is.
shit is 100% real. Look, the 10 is based off of Norwich University's The Big 8, and you know that VMI and the Citadel.
The Regulators, the Night Riders.
The Night Riders, all
Skull
that.
and Swords,
So,
all
you
that
know,
shit.
the 10 is basically the Night Riders of Norwich, also known as the Big 8, you know, like the 8 top cadets on campus.
Yeah.
They were made to wean out every single, not every single, any cadet that wasn't fit to be a cadet. Not fit to so-called wear the ring.
That they felt was not fit.
Or
Nah.
and then when, you know, black students started coming on the scene, they had a new objective, is to let them out because they didn't want to integrate. They didn't want their name to be tarnished, so they say back in the day, you know what I'm
There
saying?
was so many like different groups that like kind of came off. I forget what came first, if it was Skull and Swords, and then I think it was Skull and Swords, and the Night Riders kind of branched off of that.
Right.
And so Skull and Swords was made to be like a good and positive thing, but then like all these secret societies came off of it because if you actually go, there's like I don't even know if I should be saying this, but there's like private forums online, like you can go and find them, and there's all anonymous shit.
Right.
And there's actually a Rook book from like '91, I think, and they like tell you all the requirements and everything you needed. And all this shit ended up getting banned, I think, in like 2001 with Schneider still as the president, because the secret societies were going way too far with the hazing and shit. And so they ended up getting disbanded. But I'm gonna be real, I think that shit's still here.
And that shit is real. Like, people don't know.
There's
like,
professors here that were that shit, you know what I mean?
There's
like,
professors here that literally talk about it, and then you over here have the staff that works for Norwich that has to, get like students to come in every year, denying everything. You know what I'm saying? That's censorship. That's the word. I keep saying that word, censorship, because you're censoring everything that you're censoring the most important parts of Norwich University's history. Yeah, it could be good parts, but hey, wherever comes good is always some bad. It's always whatever's positive, it has a negative reaction. You know what I'm saying?
If you talk to everybody, he'll tell you. Like, I remember I was curious as hell as a freshman. Like, I had nothing better to do, so like I looked at the history of the school because like I'm trying to be part of something. Might as well know what I'm being a part of, So I went to Rev and I talked to him about it, and like he'll tell you a bunch of stuff. Like, they used to have meetings in that clock tower, like while he was there. Like, it's crazy. And there's like a bunch of plaques in there if you go in there, and you can see like people dying. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a horror. You go to a horror, like, it's like a horror film. You know what I'm saying? It's like the beginning to a horror film. You bring all these things from the grave, and it's like, damn, like it's some shit like you would hear your grandparents talking about, during the civil rights movement and stuff like that.
Damn, Norwich Lore is deep as shit.
And then, look,
Bro, you
Norwich,
have no clue.
You have no fucking idea.
Yeah.
Hey, fool, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I really want to like delve into this.
He's like,
but we just went on. I think we've been on a 45-minute tangent about Norwich Lore, and I'm always game for like a good conversation regarding Norwich Lore, and we will 100% have this conversation.
Word. But we don't have to change subject.
Yes.
Well, hey,
I was gonna tie off in censorship, and then you started talking about the church, and I'm like, this joke slided a little too. Why are you cooking like that?
Look. At this point, we might as well just keep talking, bro.
No, because I have to. Okay. So like, I'm 100% an advocate for like just allowing shit to go, but like one of the things that I understand is we are cooking too much, and we're about to burn the house down. And I'm only on like episode like 6 now.
Look, hey, bro.
Like, if we want to have like a shade,
why the fuck did you make?
like if we want
exactly, right.
Like, honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, eventually, like, I do want to have like something like this where we can like just have like a shade room type shit for Norwich University. I'm gonna call it the Pretty Big Boy Podcast, where it's quite literally just fun lore about fucking random shit that we know about.
Right.
We're just do research on and shit like that. But for this is mainly about the mental health awareness and shit like that.
Oh damn.
Wow.
No, you're fine.
Oh damn.
You're fine.
Damn.
You're okay. But like, I want you to understand this. All this stuff that we discussed is like a subtopic that we were.
Okay.
I was literally saying like Norwich Lore. It's just like we are cooking to the degree where we're burning the house down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And I'm like, all right.
I want a Domino's. You making a brick up and pizza up in this.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, and I'm like, damn. Like, I'm liking the lore, but like, we need to double down on like, but like tying back into, I guess you could tie back into the lore.
Yes,
pretty much is like, could you like experience? I'm sorry. How is like your transition? So like something that I personally experienced is actually being able to like to code switch.
Code switching.
Code switching from but a new form of it, where it's like you have to be able to like to code switch from being fully core to like fully civilian to like having half core to half civilian.
Now
fucking
let me spit game on this. Now we gonna get deep into this. Now this code switching, I ain't gonna lie. Now for any viewers or listeners that don't know what code switching is, any like minority. Code switching is basically popular in the Black African American community. So what code switching is basically you ever heard the term whitewashed? Mm-hmm. Acting white. So it's not acting white. It's proper grammar, proper English. And then you got street slang. If you back in the hood from, because I'm from I'm from LA, Los Angeles, California, Rancho Cucamonga, you know, Rialto, San Bernardino County, you know, stuff like that. You know,
Represent.
Riverside, yeah, that's right. But like, you know, you got this slang that everybody, you know, talks to. But if you're talking to like a white person, like, are you trying to get a job, you know, hello, sir, you know,
Oh, that reminds
business,
me of,
you know.
the Black Klansman.
The black
I'm going to. Fool, no, I've been
Black
saying I wanted to watch
yeah.
that movie for
You have
fucking
to. You
bricks.
have to.
Okay,
I know.
Speaking of movies, he put me on to the movie. I was like bored in my room. I was like, damn, like I want to watch something. They cloned Tyrone.
Oh! I gotta grab my hat. You know what? I'm gonna grab another. I'm gonna grab another one. I'm gonna grab another hat. Did I just knock down the whole setup?
Bro, I watched that shit today. I was like, God damn, let me make some food.
I was telling you that Joe is cooking.
I was like,
Bro,
I don't know what they did with that movie,
cooking
but
with
they put
gas,
crack
bro.
in it.
They
Like,
put that shit in everything, bro.
You know what? We're rocking with our normal.
Bro, yes, sir. Yes, sir. You don't have to switch up hats. It's about to get hot.
Yeah, we about. They got a little too
I was
hot, so
so
I gotta
glad it
freeze the
wasn't
bitches with
You
it.
know what I'm saying? Hey, drop what you got. It's about to get hot. You know what I'm saying? Look, bro, they cloned Tyrone, bro. Hey, that is a movie to watch. If you haven't seen that shit, go look at that motherfucker right now. You know what
I
I'm
am so happy they didn't like release it in theaters because it would have been diminished. Like the fact that I wish there was more of a thing where it's like, you know what I really wish it was?
What?
I wish it was one of those things you could actually find on YouTube.
YouTube
Yeah.
Where it's like it's a free thing
Free
instead of it
YouTube movie,
instead of
yeah.
it like I wish like you could find on YouTube, but I know they have to make a profit in some form, like some shape or form that's not connected to something else. But like what I would say is that movie.
Spit facts, bro. I guarantee you, look, hey, when you watch that movie, I guarantee you ain't gonna eat fried chicken for at least like a good.
I ain't had. Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. I ain't had no fried chicken in a fat
Yeah,
minute.
you know what I'm saying? I stopped eating that shit. And
Stop drinking grape juice and all
I
that.
said, fuck that shit, man. We'll have to go on fucking online and look up Dr. Sebi's fucking, you know, ingredients and shit, all natural shit after I watched that movie, you know what I'm saying? They will like literally they put that shit in everything, and it's crazy because it's literally the black culture. You know what I'm saying? You know you got the chicken joint, see all these black people, the stereotypical black culture. You know that white people portray. You know you got a chicken joint, you see all these black people, and they all laughing for no reason, and then they start eating the chicken, and they start laughing for no reason, and then this motherfucker come up and was like.
Stop eating the chicken.
Stop eating the motherfucking chicken.
yeah, he didn't even say stop. He swiped it off the table.
Oh shit, motherfucker! They put this shit in the chicken. But what really got me is like they put the shit in the hair products. You know how female, like black women try to get the perms, you know, to straighten out. Now, have you mind? Look, I'm gonna just let you know right here. Look, any female, any black queen, melanated black queen, dark skin, chocolate. You know what I'm saying? Look, I love a girl with natural hair. That's what I'm saying. Like, hey,
We like a good fro. We like a good fro
I
here.
love a good fro.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? But, hey, look, I don't discriminate with my women. Bro. When it comes to a black woman, bro, I like that natural. You know what I'm saying? I like a little mini pillow if I'm going to sleep. You know, I want some hair on my head, some hair on shit. You know what I'm saying? But look. Back to the topic, look, they put that shit in the fucking hair products, you know, you see, like, and it's, like, real, because you see all these women trying to perm, you know, women try to perm their hair and stuff like that, put all these chemicals in it.
To try to straighten it.
To try to straighten their hair, you know, to what? To try to perceive them as closer to white counterparts, you know what I'm saying? So that's, like, what really took me out, because, you know, growing up in a black household, you see that, you know, if you grew up with, like, sisters and stuff, and, you know, black women, they do that because it's easier to maintain, you know what I'm saying? But it looks good in the meantime because you look white, you know, you look European, you got that European look. And, you know, it's like a big culture thing with that. And I can't really get into it, bro, because, like, that's crazy.
Okay. So
He keeps having to cut you off, bro.
Yeah, I'm
Just
saying-
answer
no. The thing is, like I'm okay with this. Like I'm fully okay with it. That just means that I want you to understand this. It just means that we have more ideas for episodes. And I want you to understand this. Like, this is like something I like really like hold dear to my heart. Like, I want like audience reaction. I want people that are actually like on the episode. Like, even if you don't watch an episode, I'm not gonna lie to you. Not a lot of people that have been on the episodes have actually watched an episode. But like, I want somebody to have something fresh, something clean. I want some, well, not clean. Motherfucker, we like it dirty here.
Oh,
We like it dirty here.
man.
But I want some real shit. Like, and I want to like know what's going on in your head. I want to experience it. And don't get me wrong. Like, some people like have more to speak on certain topics. For our friend here, it's African Americans and the experience. For me, it's just existing and having the go with the flow type of mentality. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like last night, for instance, somebody asked me, it's like, where the parties at, Tut? Where the parties at? I'm like, I don't know. I'm just going with the flow. I ended up at somebody's house for like 2-3 hours. Do I have a reason for being at the house? Not a clue. But I met some funny people. So they might be on the pod one day. So, but that's the thing. And it's just like, I like it fresh. I want to see some new stuff every once in a while. So like having people actually like be in the comment section and actually like speak on things and like have their moments where it's like they actually like type in and be like their opinions and stuff like that. And don't get me wrong, there are some wow ass opinions. But I wouldn't say there's like no wrong things. It's just very wrong for you to say certain things. There's no wrong opinions, but you know it's a little messed up if you do say it though.
Right. Yeah.
But no, let me continue on to the next question. You wanna go to bed? You okay? Hey, get your rest. What's the name? If you guys want to,
introduce yourself real quick. You came in and didn't even.
Yeah, you kind of just drop yourself, Carly.
I'm Carly, and I'm a sophomore here at Norwich University. What else do I say?
Anything,
bro.
drop it like it's
I came
hot.
out with a whole introduction. You know
I know,
what I'm
bro. Keep
I am the social media coordinator for BSU here. I play rugby. I'm in the regimental band. Yeah. Yeah.
Leave a message for the people. Leave it like one word of advice.
Be you.
That's right.
Be you.
That's right. Be you.
Alright, y'all. I'll see you on another podcast some other day.
Alright, we're gonna do this next Sunday as well. We'll record every Sunday.
Alright,
Ooh.
good night, y'all.
Oh, y'all was cooking with that one.
Yeah,
Why y'all cooking like that?
Good, brother.
But what's the name? We can do like 2 more questions if you guys want to, or
Before
we
I
can.
move on from that, can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
Like, even though all of that, like, might have not have been the question, I feel like it all kind of has to do with mental health and Norwich, to be honest.
Yeah, it intertwined.
Because, like, to be honest, like, just looking at that movie alone, like, have you guys ever heard of, like, Glass Onion and all those other movies?
I seen that the most recent one. He was cooking with that joint.
I haven't seen it.
Bro,
You got to. You got
I haven't
to.
watched it yet. I've watched the other ones. I need to watch this one. But, like, my point is,
So
like,
fucking
all of
good.
Spit game. Go ahead.
all of those are, like, mind movies, you know? You gotta use your brain and be like, damn, there's, there's a deeper meaning to everything, you know? So, like, kind of the way, like, everything is, like, metaphorical in the movies, I feel like it's kind of, like, here, too, because, like, the person I was before I walked into the school to who I am now, like, is, like, night and day, you know? And you learn so much, not because of, like, oh, like, I go to a school now. No, it's because of the people you meet, like, the metaphors. Like, every person, I think, is a metaphor in your life. Every person has something to show you, something to give you, and something to teach you. And it's up to you to take it that way. But if you don't have that mental fortitude and understanding and ability to want to learn, then you're never gonna like progress, you know.
That
So,
is, you're speaking facts,
That's facts.
dropping fire,
That's what I'm saying, bro.
spitting rhymes like
yeah.
it's spinning rhymes like a lazy Susan.
Bro, said spinning around like a lazy Susan.
Nah, what's the
Crazy.
I've been watching way too much Trailer Park Boys.
Oh shit! Okay.
I've been watching way. Honestly, there's not a night that is not on the TV. I'm not gonna lie to you. I literally have I have it set on Netflix where it spams. So like I wake up to it and I go to sleep to it. It's like 12 seasons. Honestly, might be one. It's the one show where it's like I know I will quote everything.
Yeah.
I've never been much of a Family Guy type of guy or anything like that, but I will quote Trailer Park Boys. But
my favorite character is Bubbles. I ain't gonna lie. I love Bubbles, bro. So innocent, just so innocent, but so goddamn dumb.
You know, I the first thing that got me introduced to Trailer Park Boys was the cartoon.
Yeah, the cartoon. You're right.
Fuck,
on
I
Netflix.
love the end of like the first season of it. like honestly like made me die laughing.
Bro, like when
I
dude
love
cut
that
his fucking
song.
arm off and shit, I'm like, god damn, the hell.
He's just like, I think I'm bleeding now.
No
He's just
shit,
living
shut
life.
up, you know what I'm
He's just
saying?
like living life. But no, let's try to continue to the next the next question. Pretty much. So, as we were like doing the transitions and stuff like that, where we're transitioning into is more of like the athletic side of like being at Norwich University. And it's like we all are athletes to a certain form, a certain degree. Don't you an athlete?
I don't know about all that. But
Cheerleading is a sport.
Nah, I don't cheer. No.
You don't cheer no more?
No.
You
That's
don't
another
claim-
story for another time.
Oh, that's another story for
Okay.
another time.
Alright, another podcast. You know
Another one.
Another podcast.
I played sports in high school, but I didn't play. I might do rugby this year. But
I was a guy when it came to sports in high school, bro. I wrestled, but my main thing was wrestling. But
I was a
I
soccer chick.
wrestled, I played baseball, I ran track, I did track and field.
I did track and soccer.
I'm not gonna lie to you. There's two things I want to say. One, I'm pretty much the same way. I did like multiple sports. If there was a sport that I didn't play, it was probably basketball or cricket.
Fuck basketball, bro.
I played basketball in my free time.
I hate that shit.
I like
I've been
basketball.
playing
It's
since I was
fun.
a kid.
No, because if I get fucking fouled, bro, I'm choke slamming the fuck out
I've
of
been
you.
Why
playing since I
would-
was like
See now,
4.
niggas like you are the reason why like
No,
niggas convert to fucking golf and shit like that. What's wrong with you?
No, bro. That's
It's
why I
like
play like
golf. That is
I
a
play-
random
I
sport.
play like football, bro. Because if I foul you, okay, it's a big like, bro. If you foul me, oh, it's not a big deal. But if I foul you, bro, bro, free throw, give me my shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, fuck that shit.
Nah. Me on the other hand, I definitely like played a whole bunch of random ass sports. Like I was doing everything. Honestly, like my first like random thing I ever did was like playing lacrosse. I'm not gonna lie to you. For viewers who didn't know, I play lacrosse and football. More like I kind of exist at football and I play lacrosse, especially at this university. I'm not gonna lie to you. We can delve deeper into that another day. But the thing I wanted to discuss was mainly like how being an athlete in the Corps like has like altered like the way you like move. Like for me personally at least, and like I'm realizing now I haven't spoken very much on the pod, but what I realize now is time management is ridiculous.
Holy fuck, bro.
Oh my god, no, it's
It's like having
Like-
it's like having 2
Holy
full-time
shit,
jobs
bro.
plus a part-time
fuck that
job.
full-time job. It's a whole lifestyle.
bro.
Yeah.
Dog, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I want to, like, if it was up to me, I would record every Sunday and Wednesday. Every Sunday and Wednesday I would record. No question. I would sit down Sunday and Wednesday. I would record every Sunday and Wednesday. I repeated that a lot. How many times are we going to say that?
Look, say it one more
It's
time.
Sunday and Wednesday.
That's what I'm saying. I would record every Sunday and Wednesday. But, like, the way my schedule is set up, I'm taking, I think, 18 credits. Yeah, 18 credits, 2 sports, the Corps of Cadets, work study, now the naval stuff, and I'm thinking of making music as well. I have a few songs lined up that I just have to make a beat for. Yeah, no, we do producing too, and we cut hair. Tuck cuts. But for me, like I have an understanding that like regarding like the athletic stuff and being like an athlete here, your time management has to be top tier. And if it's not top tier,
You're fucked.
at least your organization needs to be higher up.
Yo.
Get pretty highlighters or something. I don't know.
Oh my god.
I'm very, very one of my. If anyone could like explain anything to you, like when I first came in here, either I'm messy or I'm disorganized. There's 2 types of people that have seen me. 9 out of 10, I'm disorganized, and I think it's just the fact that I'm a genius, honestly. But I'm very disorganized, and I can be honest about that, and I can be fully like accepting of it. Do I work on it? Yes, I make sure that I have my planners. I try to break down things. I'm a bit scattered brain sometimes because I have all these ideas of things I want to do, but I try to like make a list of things I want to do, and if I don't hit those things that I want to do, then I understand that the day is wasted. As an athlete at this school, one of the things that you have to do is straight up be able to say, this is what I have to do, this is what I got to do, and this is what I want to do. Because for me, one of the things that is really, really sad, but it's also really funny now that I think about it, is the I stepped outside mentality.
Yeah.
Like, 9 out of 10, like, when I wake up, I'll probably wake up around, like, 7 a.m., 6 a.m. to 5 a.m. now because we're in the Corps now.
Yes. Sucks. Oh, goddamn. Goddamn, it sucks.
But, like, when I'm in this type of stuff, I try to wake up early and I have all this stuff, like, planned out. I, like, write my schedule in my phone and, like, on my notes. I, like, organize my area, make my rack again. And I'll make sure all my hats are hung up nicely because my hats are my memories. Every hat I have in here is a memory. It's a special event that I had in my life or something I got from the thrift store, or like 9 out of 10 if I went to the thrift store and it was a very nice event because we don't just go to thrift stores here. Thrift stores. I'm telling you, that we're gonna come back to whatever was talking about. A thrift store is only as good as its donators.
Word.
And I will stand by that to the day I die.
Hey, y'all sleeping on Goodwill.
So if you donate good stuff, the thrift store will give you good stuff. Because more people will be more willing to like give more stuff. For me, like towards the end of the year, I make sure that I bring at least like a bag of like stuff with me down there. Because like don't get me wrong, do I need to bring everything with me? No, I don't. The idea of bringing everything with you is almost impossible, especially for me, considering like I had to fill this room, and this room is huge. I'm not gonna lie to you. But definitely like be like accepting the fact that you have to part with things, and being able to have to like give things back and like donate to like thrift stores and stuff like that. But let me continue. I'm sorry about that tangent. I just love thrifting and going to convenience shops and shit like that. Also consignment shops and stuff like that, and the little flea markets. We love those. Honestly, if you want to like see me ever in public, 9 out of 10 you'll probably see me in one of those places. But as an athlete, you pretty much either have to have extreme organization or extreme time management. And I'm gonna stop speaking and allow them to speak now.
What was the question again?
Pretty much like how being an athlete in the Corps has like changed you.
So my freshman year, I was very involved. I was like going out for a specialty unit. I was in like 4 or 5 clubs. And I'm also a double major and a triple minor. And then I also had a job on top of that. And I was just doing a lot of shit my freshman year. And so like, I think for me, it was like, when I noticed that when I had more on my plate, I was doing better in like school. And I think it's because like I was so occupied and like had to make sure I was on my shit to make sure all those other things could fall in. But like, I feel like when you have something that you're passionate about, then mentally, then you start to do a lot better. Whereas like now, like last year, like I kind of went down a little bit, and I realized it was because I took the things that I was passionate like of away, and all I had was like school, and I was like, damn, this kind of sucks, you know?
What's the name? I'm not gonna lie to you. Like when I first met you, I thought that you might burn out.
I burnt out. I most definitely burnt out.
Yeah, no, and
It
I
was
was like,
bad.
I wanted
slept
to
every day.
I wanted to discuss that with you like back then, but it's like I wasn't mentally and emotionally like fully okay to like discuss that.
Yeah.
Like burnout is real. Take some time to rest, and I will allow you to continue. I apologize.
No. By all means, that like actually made a great point because like that was something that I didn't really know about. Like I came from like an inner city, outer city. What is that word? Is it inner city?
Inner city?
Inner city.
Where'd you come from?
Lynn, Mass, right out of Boston.
Inner city.
Yeah. So I came from an inner city, and I also grew up like in a very strict household. My mom's like straight from Italy and shit like that, and I also just grew up like not being able to do a lot because of that. And so my big thing was like just going to school, going to work, and like helping my family. And so like coming here, I think like having that freedom to like do whatever I wanted, I splurged and like wanted to do everything. And so because of that, I didn't understand burning out, and I ended up burning out. And it kind of, going back to the mental health topic, like it put me down a lot. It like set me back. And I came here, tried to come here with a good attitude, but because I didn't take that time for myself and make sure that I had that time for myself, I just ended up sleeping all day. Like last year was a rough year for me. and like I just slept every day. I like barely went to classes. I don't know how I'm a junior right now, like, but at the end of the day, like something I realized, it's like the people around you and everything, and like those families you make in those clubs and those sports and everything else that you do, are the people that get you by. Damn, English.
Especially in the Corps.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, when you come here, you're not just signing up for a military lifestyle. It's like you're signing up for a frat, you know, and like a family. If you can
The
find
biggest
that.
frat in the country.
Literally.
Oh, no.
Norwich University,
Yeah.
Corps of Cadets.
Hey, we're about to start another one.
Word.
There's a lot of people
Alpha
here.
Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. I'm trying to get that on, bro.
Yeah.
The men of distinction.
But there's like a lot of people here, but there's few people here that are worth your time. And I feel like that's another thing. But I'm sure we'll probably get into that.
On another episode. Yes, definitely we'll get into that. Like, I actually wrote that down. Like, being able to, like, distinct your... I forgot the word, my apologies. But,
Distinct your people.
yeah, like, differentiate between
Yeah.
people that are worth your time and people that are... give them a moment.
I think if this school has taught me anything, especially like with being in clubs and everything, is like you don't always have to be a part of something to feel like you belong. You know?
You're cooking. We're about to burn the fucking house down at this point.
But
I feel like Uzi right now. Looking at that motherfucker hot pot, just burn it.
God.
But yeah, like I feel like there was some sort of need of feeling for validation coming to the school, and the second that you realize you don't need that is like freedom. It's like liberty, you know. It's like, damn, I don't need to like fit the standard of being this type of person. I don't need to like go around to these many parties, and like that was the thing with me. Like I was like, oh, I need to go to these parties to be cool. Da 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 da. Like, who cares? Like I'm gonna leave here in a couple of years, and I'm not gonna remember half of these people. You know, so it's irrelevant. So the biggest thing is just to like make sure you do what's making you happy, and realize that no matter what you do, people are gonna talk. So
Indeed.
just do what's
So
good
let
for
them
your
talk.
mental. Exactly.
Let 'em talk.
Exactly.
I'm gonna drop a little nugget that I actually like put on my snap earlier today. But what's the name? Quite literally, like when I first got, well, not even when I first got back, when all of y'all got back. I've been here for like 4 weeks trying to like do an episode, but the people around me are just like dead.
Damn.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It's all of football. It's like all athletes, and we all hate our lives here during camp. If there's anything I could tell you, fall to like summer camp and like fall camp for sports, especially as a college athlete. I'm gonna let you experience it.
Oh shit.
I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm gonna let you experience it because ours is probably not as bad as some of the Division I programs that I know, but like ours is pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Right.
Like I definitely burnt out. Like I think day one I was like, I just gotta make it through camp. I just gotta make it through camp.
That's right.
But when y'all first got here, I literally went to Walmart and I went to the mall like down there, and I was like sitting here and I'm like, I was like listening to this like this Drake verse kept going through my head. I'm actually gonna read it off, like. Because that was just going absolutely stupid in my head for like a good hour or two. Quite literally, it's from the song. It's from the song "Over," and it is. I know way too many people here right now that I didn't know last year. Who the fuck are y'all? And I was like, it made me sit down and like think about it. Because like, don't get me wrong. Like as a rook, like we're pretty much secluded. Like as a rook, your number one thing is you're a rook. You're learning everything about the school. You're trying to understand what's going on. And then, like, you go into your sophomore year, and now that you do gain, like, the freedoms to do what you want to do, but at a price. And that price is pretty much your sanity. And people don't really talk about that. It's like, when you, like, I don't know if I can save this, but, like, this is, like, how I think of it, at least. Rookdom was kind of, no. Let me not say that. If anything, Coast Guard, not the whole NAPS program during COVID was the fucking prison thing. But I guess you can say, for me at least, I kind of thought of it like as a prison. It's like you're kind of stripped of like everything that you know and everything that you've like ever desired or anything, and you're pretty much brought into this world. And yes, you are given back those liberties, but you're never truly able to like fully accept them until like you come back to the school after leaving.
Upperclassmen.
Yeah. And it's like you begin to understand like who you are. And like normal freshmen, when they come into like schools and stuff like that, like you're learning who you are, you're getting everything. No, we don't get that. We get you learn who we want you to be, and then you can figure out what you want. And that's different for me.
That's when you lose touch with yourself.
Yeah, and like for me at least, like I was one of those people that like said, yeah, nah, I'm cool with that. I definitely understood like how the school worked, but not in the same standpoint that normal people do. Like for most people, like one of the things that was important to them was knowing the rook book.
Yeah.
But for me, it was learning the rule book.
Yeah.
I wanted to know what I could do, how I could like make sure that I'm never getting in trouble. Like this room, somehow I'm not out of regs. Somehow I cooked up so well I'm not out of regs. And you can quote me on this. Like if I am out of regs, please correct me. I'm pretty sure I'm out of regs right now. Because there's a lot of things.
Just the setup.
Just the setup alone.
Once you put everything back, I'm pretty sure you're good.
I ain't putting this back. I like this setup. This is cool. As I can always do an episode.
I don't even think the setup is... I think the setup is cool.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's how, like, in-depth I, like, thought about it. Because, like, I had an understanding that, like, if you know the rules to the place that you are going to, you can never go wrong. Even if, like, most of the rules contradict each other, especially in the laws of the world. Most of the rules contradict each other. If you know enough of them, you can make it through anything.
Ooh.
But let me divulge away from that.
Dang, you was cooking, bro. You was cooking with grease.
I know. Fool, I be burning the house down for real. I be burning the house down. Bro, I'm honestly might have to tag Uzi on this jump. But no, what's it called? Like, you can pretty much make it through, like, Norwich pretty easily if you know the rules pretty well. Like, don't get me wrong, I definitely did know my rookie knowledge. In fact, like, I didn't do very good on the rookie knowledge test, but I did, like, take time, like, afterwards, like, to try to, like, learn the rookie knowledge. Because there was definitely something that I definitely wanted to know, but didn't care to know as much as I did the rule book. But, what's the name? We're going to move to you before I keep burning the house down. Because I think we're burning down the entire state now.
You was cooking with grease, so I was going to let you go, shoot. Mm-hmm. But, what were we talking about again? Athlete.
Yeah.
Now, first thing first, bro, you're physically going to be, when you're an athlete and in the Corps of Cadets, you are going to become a physical unit. Let me just lay that down on the table, right now. You are going to become a physical unit because you are doing your athletic stuff and the Corps of Cadets stuff. Like, you might be mentally fucked. I'm not gonna lie. There's sometimes where I've gone out, and I was like just mentally drained, but like physically, I was putting out. But that's all it is too. Is just putting out. You know what I'm saying? And but from the Corps of Cadets side, time management is key, especially during rookdom. Because when I was a rook. I was a rook last year because I'm a sophomore now, so I'm fresh out.
Congrats on your freedom.
Thank you.
I should have been playing first day out.
You know what I'm saying?
Should have been playing first day out.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still in jail, but I'm not in prison. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
He's on house arrest.
Oh God. Got probation. You know what I'm saying? For real. Company mentor is my probation officer. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you're gonna become a physical strong. You can become a unit. I keep saying that because it's true. But like mentally and stuff, time management is key. Is gonna be like a key factor in your life at Norwich University as a student athlete in the Corps of Cadets. There were unfortunate circumstances for me where I was so stressed out for the Corps. There's like a thing on campus where, like, if you're a rook and you play a sport such as football, you're gonna get shit on.
Oh my God! I hate the stigmas with being
a student athlete.
I'm gonna let you cook and then I'm gonna come back to that because that actually is something I want to speak on.
Just like, bro, when you're a student athlete and you're in the Corps as a rook, you are going to get shit on. Because why? You're missing like STTs, you're missing TATs, FATs, you know what I'm saying? You're missing those training hours in substitute for wrestling, or I wrestle, that's why I said wrestling, or football, you know, or cheerleading, and then like you're missing out on the shit that they want you to learn. Guarantee you're not gonna memorize any of that shit once you know get recognized and stuff like that. But you know, like, you know, you're just gonna get shit on. Basically, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. There's no way around it. You're gonna get shit on because you don't know. It takes the average athlete at Norwich in the Corps of Cadets as a rook. It takes them longer to memorize rookie knowledge than a kid that's not in any sports at all, because they're there all the time. So like when you're out there doing like, you know, reciting your rookie knowledge and stuff, they ask you the vision statement, mission statement, and stuff like that, and you're one of the first ones to raise your hands. They're gonna shit on you. Oh, you know, this rook, you know, oh, since you want to show up to football all the time and not show up to SCT, you don't even know the goddamn knowledge. You're holding your rook buddies behind you, or you're holding your peers behind. You're just a shit rook brother or shit rook sister. You know what I'm saying? And that will mentally fuck with you. That's why I go back to say you might be a physical unit, but you would not be there mentally, because you're just fucked all the time. Now you're having doubts. Should I quit? Should I quit the Corps? Should I quit sport? Should I just leave the school in general? Like, you question yourself of how far your sanity is, and that is, you know, it's a big part at Norwich. So, you know, that time management and your love for the sport, because have you mind, you know, I wasn't the best rook, but I wasn't a shitbag. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Shit. So going back to that, I was a functioning shitbag. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, definitely knew my rookie knowledge, but like grade A, top of the line. I knew the rules enough to making a shitbag was still a good thing.
Right.
It feels like I was a rookie yesterday.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Oh, because okay. So what I would think, at least regarding like that rookdom stuff, is like you don't leave rookdom until like your junior year.
Right. Yeah.
Like, you're still being followed. So what's the name? One of the things that like I actually like experienced like just this summer was like I realized that my cadre are gone now.
Right.
That's so crazy, bro.
Like, our cadre, our sirs and ma'ams, they are gone. We are the upperclassmen now. So all the people that were like monitoring us and watching over us and stuff like that, they're gone now.
Bro,
so now like that's what I'm saying. So like now that like it does feel like rookdom was just yesterday, because it was just we just had the free trial of being an upperclassman as a sophomore. Like, so as a freshman, you go through rookdom, yada yada yada. We can't speak on like all of it.
Yeah, we can't. Sorry about that.
You gotta experience it.
Yeah.
I'll let my men one day when they get recognized come on here. My man's hat is literally on the wall. Once he gets recognized, I'm taking his cover off. I'm putting that joint. Welcome back to freedom, my boy. But what's the name? But sophomore year is kind of like a free trial. If you stick it out and you push through, you have earned the right to become a cadet. Like, don't get me wrong, you are a cadet once you get recognized. But are you willing to be a cadet? Are you accepting of the title of cadet? Are you accepting of the responsibilities of a cadet? Are you accepting the mental tolls, emotional tolls, and physical tolls of what it takes to be a cadet? And not a lot of people talk about that. And then your junior year is like, you did it. You finally like showed that you did it. Now what are you gonna do with it?
Ring season, baby.
That ring, man. It's all about the ring. First the ring. Once you got the ring, the diploma.
And I want
That empty tube.
Yeah, nah. And like I actually like just that I just thought about that. Like, that ass, like, this school has set you up so that you can like experience it. Like, the freshman year is like just the in-doc period. The whole freshman year is your in-doc period. Sophomore year is kind of just like sophomore year is pretty much your free trial of seeing if you can be a cadet. And junior year is pretty much what are you going to do with the fact that now you're a cadet in your senior year? Is how will you leave your legacy? And personally, I say fuck all that bullshit. My legacy starts immediately.
That's right.
As soon as I step on campus.
He's like, I'm him. You will respect me.
Like, I definitely want to, like, listen to rules and stuff like that, but I didn't, like, believe in the fact that I didn't want to meet people. Like, don't get me wrong. I feel as though, like, personally, that I should have met more people during my freshman year. Because there were a lot of great people that I missed out on.
And I feel like I should have talked to less people my freshman year.
Hey, it'd be like that. And I really, really wish I met more people during my freshman year. But my sophomore year, I met so many people. And I'm extremely happy about it. Like, I love almost everyone. No, I love everyone that I've met, to be honest. Like, I have love for everyone I've met. I have not made many enemies, but I'm pretty sure I do have haters. Because if you don't have haters, you're not really doing anything.
Exactly.
But what I would say is my legacy is left with everything I'm doing, not just with this podcast, but my questions that I'm willing to bring up to people, the random conversations over a drink, the random times where people are like having mental breakdowns, and I'm literally sprinting to the civvy dorms.
Right.
Like, the other night, legit, my friend called me at like 4 a.m. and was like, I need you. And I said, fuck it. I literally dead sprinted to the dorms, and I stayed there like overnight. I didn't care like what was going on. I just knew that I needed to be there. In actuality, it wasn't as important as it needed to be. But it's the fact that I was willing to do that.
Right.
And that's the legacy I want to leave. I want to be that guy who's like, yo, he's there if you need him. He's just that guy. He's the person that everybody can depend on. And don't get me wrong, I'm not going to always be Mr. Dependable. Like, there's a lot of things I'm not going to be able to do. Fucking, I'm not handy-mandy for fuck's sake. But I definitely want to leave a legacy that says, like, he is that guy to help you if you ever need it.
I feel like that's something else not a lot of people talk about. Like, when you come to the school and you sign up for the school and you agree to come here and, like, take on the challenges, you're not just taking on, like, the physical challenges and, like, yeah, mental, because it's military, whatever. But, like, there's so many other things you need to worry about. Like, the amount of, like, people that try and, like, commit suicide. And, like, I'm sorry if that's a trigger warning, but, like, the amount
We'll drop a trigger warning again.
Yeah.
But the amount of people that try and, like, yeah, do things to themselves, or, like, the amount of shit that people will talk about you, like, the amount of... It's a small campus, you know? Like, people get bored. So, like, there's all of these other things that people will try to figure out, but, like, not a lot of people are actually happy here, and they're doing it just because they feel like they have to. And I feel like that's another thing that, like, there's just so many different stressors between school and, like, having to balance, like, you think about all the other freshmen that go to regular colleges, and they think they're struggling so hard, but all they have to balance is partying and academics.
Exactly.
But here you have to balance sports and clubs and academics and the Corps and having a job that you're not even going to pay for, plus any other job that you signed up for, and then worrying about that your friends are mentally okay because everybody already knows it's mentally hard here.
Yeah, like it's like people really don't on the fact that shit gets real over here. Like shit, like the amount of shit that like it could be some outlandish shit that can happen at a fucking at a regular university, and it's just a Tuesday for us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's so many things on this campus that people really like in other colleges that they really take for granted. But the things that they take for granted, we take it as a blessing. That's like one thing. That's one thing about Norwich that really sets us apart from everybody else. Like Naval Academy, stuff like that. Naval Academy, West Point, Citadel, you know, all those. It's something, but it's that magic. It's something. It's not. I wouldn't consider it magic, but it's something about Norwich. You know what I'm saying?
It's like it's a shitbag place to be. Like, I fucking hate it here,
but
I love it with my entire heart.
Yeah, like
the love to hate mentality.
Yeah, the love and hate mentality.
No, like the love to hate.
Yeah, the love to hate.
Like the other day, I was definitely like sitting down, and I was like, people like always tell me how much they hate this place. Fuck, I'm very much a victim of that. Fuck, I literally like screamed it down. Like I'm like everyone that knows me knows I have a ripstick. I go down almost all the hills. I don't give a damn. I enjoy myself. It's one of my little things I do. Do I hurt myself sometimes? Yes, but I enjoy it.
It's almost like when, you know, when like you love somebody, like one of your close friends or whatever, and you're like, I fucking hate you. But like, you know damn well,
I couldn't function without you, bro.
Yeah, I feel like that's how this school is, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, you sign up to be a punching bag.
Right.
But like,
but once you earn that title,
ooh, you're like, I'm the strongest punching bag in this bitch. You know what I mean? Like,
give me my fucking money!
that's what I'm saying, bro. And let some other person talk about Norwich that don't go to Norwich, bro.
oh my god, they're dead.
You fucking pansy,
Like,
leave me alone.
I will sit
you
here.
Stupid.
I will sit here and what, from 505. I will sit here, like, room 505, is that what? Yeah. I will sit here and say how much I hate this school, but the second I get off this campus, I'm like, yeah, I go to Norwich.
Yeah, I go to fucking Norwich.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? Fuck you. Ain't that like a military school?
Yeah, it is.
Goddamn right.
The other day I deadass got you don't look like you're for the military. Oh, that's crazy. Is it because of my hair? Is it the fact that, like, I do certain things? But we'll go
I get
into
that when people look at my Instagram. They're like, you
Yeah.
don't look like you're built for the military. I was like, alright.
And actually, I want to delve into that. That's not a question on the thing. This is just something that came off the dome. Pretty much, why is it like a thing where it's like you're not built for the military, you don't look like you're made for the military just because you are your own person? Like, why is it that, like, I understand, like, you're supposed to be a part of a collective, you're supposed to be a part of the unit, and you're supposed to be a cog in the machine.
That's right.
Why can't you have your own characteristics?
I think the problem with that is, like, when you think of military, you think people are wearing the same uniform.
Yeah,
they have the
robots,
same haircut.
basically.
Yeah, exactly. So when you see someone else that's like, damn, you don't look like that. Like, when I'm not at the school, like, I try and be, like, feminine.
Be yourself.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm very into my, like, Italian culture, and, like I like being who I am, you know what I mean? So, like, even when I tell people I'm from, like, an inner city, they're like, what? You know, like, but at the end of the day, like, I still have the things that I'm passionate about, the things that I love, and, like, my culture runs, like, through me, whatever, you know? So, like, I embrace that, and, like, I like my femininity, or however you say that. And so, like, I try and embrace that. Like, I'm over here wearing, like, what the fuck am I wearing?
We wearing pajamas
Yeah.
in this bitch.
So,
Hey,
like,
I'm wearing pajamas too, but I got these bitches on. I got them from the thrift. We got the tassel shoes. Yeah.
but you see what I'm saying? Like, you would
Yeah.
never see somebody and be like, okay, yeah, like, you're in the military, you know?
Fuck,
Because
I
I'm
got
not
that.
walking around wearing a rifle coffee or whatever t-shirt.
Exactly.
You know what I
Those
mean?
grunt
Like,
style shirts, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh my fucking god. We're gonna fucking touch that really quickly.